Alright, I slapped my quest marker down. Alright, as the heavens burn. That's right, my friends need me. A lot. They could really use me right now. Have I learned more of the final days? Well, you could say that. Then the journey was worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Yeah. Silence surrounding themselves ragged, trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. Don't worry, I'm here to turn the tide. The kiddos are running around. Corvus is continuously being mentioned. Heidelin's still being kind of quiet. In the forums doing forum things. Garlemond was never safe, you silly goose. So, yee-hoo, let's go. He-hoo. Charge! I have a final days to prevent. I have a final days I need to stop. For Narnia. And for Aslan. And before Pegu, that's not how it works. Go team! Woo! Let's go, team. Let's go. Hut 2, 3, 4. Hut 2, 3, 4. Gotta save the world.
No. We were promised an escape. Not the same you who fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense. How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
Time to play as my boy. I know how to play Sage! I know how to play Sage. I figured it out. Let's go, squad! Hashtag goes team.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Hashtag go team.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Okay, so that's that. Although I have to remember how to play his version of. There is no dying on my watch. Simply get up. Look at him. Alright, now here we go.
Leave it to me.
Did he just... I mean, dang, dude. Look at his steady and go. Please remain calm. Please remain calm. Please don't panic. Oh.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Please don't panic.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Please don't panic. That's bad.
You're safe now.
Panicking is bad. Look at me, I'm so small.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
Alright, who's next? Dying is forbidden in my eyes. I'm so small! Alfino is tiny. Dying is a crime.
Not enough!
There will be no dying in my neighborhood. Alright, alas, our time as Elfino has come to a close. Elfino is tiny.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Da 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 da.
Don't. I don't want to die.
Please remain calm. Please remain calm.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Don't panic. Remain calm.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
He's a good dude.
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Your gunblades are fake, but yes, they've got spirit.
Of that I've no doubt.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
And then we've got casual scorches over here.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
The duo. I love the duo here.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices.
Ha! That'll come into play later.
Now, let's go!
Now, as a level 90 Vermage, I must say, I'm pretty good at this too. Verflare is an AoE. And then the Capway cast break. Forbidden spells, my dudes. I'm small. And before Pengu, there are bigger things to focus on. I'm sorry. I'm small. It's such a combo.
I'm not done yet.
None to worry about. With energy. Find cover.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen this part. I vaguely remember this solo movie. I just remember the leg day response. Yeah, no, I do remember this. Never mind. Pengu's brain just gotta play a bit of memory.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Hang on. Okay.
On guard.
With heart and steel. Boop. That's the 90s skill. It's very fun. It's very fun. It's a very fun part of the combo.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back. Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
And now for our trailer moment.
Get out of here! Quickly!
And now for our trailer moment.
I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future.
How can anyone hate the Catboy?
Let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Alizé. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
I like how we're just walking. We just walk. Oh, so casual.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I've already hit the meme answer. I need to hit a serious answer for Primal. Like Day.
I can look after myself, you know.
I figured she would say the same thing. Anyway, I'm back! My time travel was a good time, so...
Everything's in order, I trust?
You can certainly say that. And then it's the Dream Team Trio.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
It's the Dream Team Trio.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
Remembers my Reaper up. I need the Endwalker OST to come out already. I really need this song. I need these songs in my life. In official means. I just want to give Soken my money. Well, at least he almost died. Alize and the near-death experience.
This should be the last of the rest trouble.
It's the squad! I'm the only one not in considerable death. Alright. Let us commit murder! Boop. I'm possessed. Nailed it. Duty complete.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you.
Which is to say he'll do nothing, because what power does he have, right? Ha ha ha.
That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Charlian. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radz-at-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
It's Xenos, yay, freaking. Viator Galvus. My bad, his name is Viator now. Don't worry, Xenos has got it under control. I can't wait to punch him soon. I am just a few short outs away. And by a few, I mean at least 10, because, oh man. 88 alone took me... The 89 took me 6 hours if I take out the queue.
Xenos! Here!
He's living here, man. It's his homeland. Squad!
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship.
The scene. I'm okay with it now because I know I punched Xenos, and that makes it all okay. Stare down with the squad.
Why have you come?
He wants to fight me.
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
Xenos, Viator Galvus.
Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
He sure is. And I get to punch him.
That is, and has ever been, my sole concern.
At least I get to punch him. And here comes Euless, my dude.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
Yeah, I gotta
Your
go kill
passion
Nitian.
pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seem sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
I have a new target in mind, and it's Mitian.
So I hone my blade, and I wait.
I'll punch you, don't worry. We'll get the fight we want.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost
Welcome
and
to
confused
Xena's
as they
side.
breathed
But I get
their
to
last.
punch him! So that makes it okay.
While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death.
Yeah, buddy, let him have it. Let him have it. No, let him know.
The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did. For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Please remain calm. I love Xenos' response.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
If he had a good reason.
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends. Yet
Thanks,
you would
buddy.
ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right
Thanks,
to do
buddy.
so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone.
Would you be happy if I had a good reason?
Should you seek it in battle, in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Get out of here. I'll punch you later. Punch you later.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that for you. I'll punch him. And then I nearly die, but that's beside the point. I punched Xenos.
I refuse to lose anyone else because of you.
This is Garlean v. Garlean at this point.
Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Don't worry, we won't, because I'll punch him in like 10 hours.
Xenos!
I get to punch him.
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength.
But no
Yet
one will
if
give
you
you...
only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine
Go
for
get him,
so
kid.
dearly.
Look at them go.
You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
High five. Don't worry, he'll make up for it. He comes to save, well, me. He comes to save me. Not really the squad, but he comes to save me. And then we do! Go team!
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
I could use a free flight out of here.
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you're delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Go team! At least I get to punch Xenos.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Squad goals. Anyway, Father Forgiveness. Well, I still hated him, but you know. I get why he did what he did and why they give him the... I get it. Doesn't mean I like it, but... Let's get away. The Crystarium crew is doing great. They're all having a good time. You suck. I hate you. Eulus is pretty cool. I actually like him. So like everything's fine. And the kiddo got him good. I just went moon traveling. Everything's fine. I went to a time traveling trip. It's fine. Oh right, now we have to meet, or the Lupperits come down, and
No major injuries then. Good.
well, my sanity's in tatters,
I
but you
briefed
know
the
that's
recovered
not an
soldiers
injury.
and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Forchano Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
We thought to use the moon teleporter, except that the Garlemald was never actually safe, so this is a very stupid decision.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
We're all
I would have sent
friends.
you after the Scions were expecting you to stab them in the back.
We're all pals.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions.
We're all
Regardless of the
besties.
circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We're all besties.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
Go team.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Forchano.
You can call him Dad.
You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
Please say thank you.
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
Nah, dude.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
What kind of people does he take us for, man?
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Alright, so time traveling.
Did you hear something just now?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvellous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Uriange's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
Can I punt you?
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I, bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Anyway, the end of days.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well.
Again, my sanity is in
Wilt thou
tatters,
attend
but
us
you
at the
know.
forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Putting way in the background, though.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Just simply don't be cold.
Warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Go team! Yeah! Quest accepted. So anyway, what happened while I was out in the Crystarium? Let me tell you, there was a time. I gotta go tell my friends about my time travel. And let me tell you, there was a time, ha ha ha, the final days. I don't know how far I'm going today. I really don't. I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan in the slightest anymore. It's gone. My plan died. Okay, squad, so like, I went to the first, and then I went time traveling. You know, as you do. In your usual Wednesday morning. You have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I already knew all of this information, but you know. So it's certain of great interest. Okay, so like, Mission, Edge of the Universe, I need to borrow the forum's spaceship. The Elpis flower took me to quite a time. So anyway. Then I went to talk to Elidibus, then I went time traveling, then I got to hang out with Hythlodeus and Emmett Silk, then I got to hang out with Vana, and I really miss Vana so much. Oh, and Matian, and Dynamis. If you pose a question to an AI and it cannot come up with the answer, it will destroy. Okay, yeah, our foe is trying some unknown calamity. We know where they are, but getting to them is a different task. But don't worry, I'll convince the Forum to let us use their ship. By simply saying, "Can I please borrow your ship?" Oh wait, we need to speak with Heidelin first, that's right. Finar's just confused, okay? I miss Finar! Finar was so cool, and we didn't even get to hang out for very long. But still. She's just been waiting for the right moment. The promise we made will be fulfilled. She's at the edge of the universe, y'all. I hope you guys are prepared for some sacrificing. That gets a little out of hand, but it's still good. Can we please borrow your ship? If we can solve all of your problems. Which we can, because I'm the warrior of light. I say as if that makes it okay. Go team! Look, man, they can't deny we saved their butts. It was always obvious we weren't going to abandon Aetherese, but, like, it's still good. The rating here is still good. Alright, Forum. Can I borrow your ship? I cannot use my weapons. Okay, so summoning my Reaper. I went through the door. I think I was supposed to technically go around, but just walks through door. Alright. Smelly Forum. Can I borrow your ship?
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal. that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
Go make me proud, buddy.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
That's the spirit.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus.
I'm actually here to use your ship.
You may enter.
He's so mad. Why so angry, man?
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radz-at-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an
I'll speak with
expression
Vitra
of our
later.
gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Right, so the ship.
Let us begin.
Can I borrow it?
First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have
Second,
collected
can I speak with
biological
Hydaelyn?
samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenor and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radz-at-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel
Can I
into
slap it and
service,
fix it?
as is
Yes.
now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
Something, don't panic. I have an
The
idea.
ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
"'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote.
Can I
All
borrow
in
your
favor
ship?
of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind, that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final day.
Return to your tasks with urgency. Time to go really, really slow. Ah, the Forum, lovely as ever. Can I borrow your ship? We gotta give credit, but I had no idea when this would happen. I like how he hates us, and like, dude, the feeling is mutual. I'm smaller, but you know. The feeling is mutual. I hate you too. You signed us up for a tech task, and none of us can do tech. Let's go, team. Hoorah. At least, I won't get cucked on the level this time because I was won over when I started to ensure this would not happen. Where am I going? Yes, we're going over here. Go team! I gotta speak with Best Cat Boy. Oh, I suppose because he wasn't here with us on the start. It's been some few days since I started MSQ over here. Woo! I went slower. I didn't finish in 3 days. I will finish in like 5. Woohoo! Only because I didn't play yesterday because Raid came out. I could be done today, but I didn't play yesterday because I was busy playing Raid for Pandemonium. Which I probably won't actually be able to do over here yet. Because I don't have the item level. It's 565. Which is good. Okay, Force Snow. Show me the way here. No, thank me for protecting the kiddos or whatever you were gonna say. Yeehaw. It's a long, long road we must walk. Before I forget, I actually want, while I'm right here, I want to check something. They did not really do this, did they? They sure did. The grapes, they gave more polygons. This is what you all get for complaining too much. Yes, they were memeing with it, but when you meme, they're complainers. As a result, our meme be gone. It's the squad! Don't worry, Alfino can tell us what's up right here. The kid at life. Now then. Yeehaw, let's go. Go team! For some absolute fillery stupid stuff, but you know. I know why it's there. It's funny that she says that because the thing is underground. Like, this is even further underground. On the road again. Except roads are for losers. This is off-roading. Alright, team. I meant to speak to the best catboy. Why do I have to break the ice? Okay, so I'm here to help you fix your thingy. I'm not a technological nerd in the slightest, but
could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows.
Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Huh. Not seen you lot down here before.
None of us are smart. But it's okay. We have an elegant nerd on our side.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
Who knew 6% could be so hard to achieve?
6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
How convenient. Adamantite. Catboy's like, I got this.
Refined adamantite, perchance.
We have an elegant nerd. He's an elegant nerd.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allagan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ins like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
We may not have living souls, but we do have ruins.
The ether burner just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
But I have the whole world at my disposal.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need.
How convenient. I've done coils.
Means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
It's true. They were eager to blow me up.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
looks at me.
Near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut.
That's right. Isn't that convenient? I'm gonna hit this one because memes. Back to our meme answers.
Heavens, are you alright? You look pale as a... well...
Corvus Vertis, Corvus Vertis, Corvus Vertis, Vertis. I soloed that fight and it was my crowning moment in Coils. I soloed it.
Your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
Oh my god, that's so serious. My meme answer.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
Time to bust out our friendship powers.
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Everyone go gather stuff. Thanks.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Got it? Ha!
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Please go gather stuff. Thanks.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists, or enthusiasts.
Hand over all of your ether things.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
I have friends from all over the world.
If you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them could hold enough ether to summon a whole damn Primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
This Lalafell's got spirit.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Yeah!
Why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlie.
Go get him, Sicard!
Start mixing the grog.
I'm
Go
certain
get
it
him.
can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
That's right.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
That's right. The spirit of this gang. Go team. Woo! Okay, Carl didn't say anything because I never finished Poster and I never finished Eureka, so she shouldn't have anything to say. I can't believe I hit the White Raven haunts me. I got such a serious response. I didn't realize it would actually be that serious. I thought that was just a meme, man. Let's go, friends. I'm best Catboy. And friends. Oh, she shouldn't have anyone she can contact. Because I never finished it. Well, I suppose it depends on which side story she's hit, which side content she's hitting. I technically did 4 Lords, if that counts. It might be that one, actually. Meanwhile, no, I don't. That's what I have to see this. But I don't care. The Eorzeans are being helpful. Gosh, what a surprise.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan Make. Summon the
Cleo's
best
music.
and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the
Better
guilds.
ingredients, better pizza,
We'll
Papa
require
Sean.
the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials.
Go team!
Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way.
Yeah, woo!
Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it.
Make money, we won't stop you.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together.
Go team!
It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and good speed.
Meanwhile, in whoever city-state's next. But I don't care. But we watch anyway, because I do care, but not really. But I can pretend to. I just like our Quails music. When you're a party of healers.
We fielded a goodly number. but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses.
Cure it to death.
Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Thus, here comes the punching thing squad.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
You're the healer city. It's not like it's a surprise.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
It's not even hidden.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
The healer city doesn't have people to fight. Well, it's a surprise.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud.
God, all those years
I know
ago.
this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
So deep. It's so deep. Remember all that time ago?
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Speaking of Papalimo, I learned a side quest that has Papalimo's father in it. Talk about a surprise. Whoever is next. Oh yes, Megar Summer Roars.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
It's Megar Summer, just having a casual roar.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Useless points out the useless information. Meanwhile, in the BBC.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask.
I have a favor to ask. Ah, it is the Four Lords. That's right, because I completed the Four Lords on here. Go team! Garhatia is the elegant prince. He's got the elegant eye. And then we leave the best capway behind, but hey. There is a fate in front of me. I will run around it if I can. I had to make sure I lost dagger. There we go. Ghost team, it's a squad adventure. Oh, where do we think the last person is? Behind me. This is a reminder, all of the Charlie and Aetheryte, or the Labyrinthus Aetherites, are in water for some reason. And now for our intermission of a part that I actually hate, because it's an intermission and it really threw off the gotta go fast groove. But every expansion has that. Don't be surprised if I speed read through this. Water is an essential part of life. Hi ho, hi ho. You know, I never did check with my free piece of gear then. I did find the code, okay. Hang on, I'll put it on in a second. I did not mean to jump off. Whoops. I forgot where the bun is. There we go. There we go. Urianger. Hang on, I wanna... Graham. Let's go learn about food. Teach us about food. Can I borrow some food? Our low polygon grapes, no more. Where am I actually taking him? Oh wait, it was back here still. He ate the lemon raw, and you're not supposed to do that. You're really not supposed to do that. Lemon bread is very good. That is all I will comment. Onwards and upwards in this epic filler. Noodles. Noodles! Don't worry, I'll get Fana to change her orders. Don't worry. It's Thancred! Aren't we having a good time in our filler content? I mean, epic rest adventure. Let's bring emotional support and deal with the red circle of absolute bullshit. Be an emotional support pal. But where is my emotional support, Luperit? My sanity is in tatters too. Okay, now, do I remember where the 8 of them are? I'll just hit them all. I don't remember, because the circle is absolute. Lies. I remember there being the one back here, She's doing better than me. Haha. Bad news. I don't remember where the rest of them are. Fake out, but I just want to make sure it is. Stop being skeptical. We have emotional support Loperids over there. One, two, three. That was the wrong way I'm jumping. Oh, fuck me. Where is the last one? That's a side quest. Oh. Oh, fuck me. Oh, oh, there they are. Hey, don't think it took me as long as it took me on my first time. The circle is just too fucking big. Moment of truth, by the way. I might still get slapped with a level. Fuck. Moment of truth. I'm almost out of 88 quests. Is it that far off? I was one above at the start. Alright, for some very important... Where's my emotional support leper at?
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
There is more Moonbreeder Morning in this expansion than a Realm Reborn.
Oh there. There was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
There is more Moonbreeder Morning in this expansion than a Realm Reborn.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Arthur, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping, no matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder, she was important to him, wasn't she?
And like that, we've had more mourning than on a Roma barn.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Anyway, back on our actual thing. No, I will be fine. I'm not. I still have a few quests. I forgot. I'm good. I won't be capped. I forgot how much I still have to do. Everything is fine. I forgot I have to hang out with the kiddos and Gaha. Where am I going? On an adventure. Back to the plot. It's very important that we mourn Brita, but man, do we get more mourning in this expansion than a Realm of Born. I now have a stopping place in mind. Okay, I'm gonna take this box. The box is squealing. Alright, I got this. Hi-ho, let's go. Can't believe Alize takes the rest all in one go. God, are you trying to show me up? That wasn't quite on target again, but hey. They want us to win. Don't worry, we will. Papa Leveilleur. It's the one and only Catboy. I mean, best Catboy. Anything for the boy. Because he's the best. Look at him. How could anyone hate him? What a terrible expansion to be a Gaha hater. Or Ascian hater. Really get water. Commit murder, the thing I do best. Best Catboy. Amon created it, of course, because of course he did! Hope everlasting. Best Catboy. They banned recreational explosions. A shame, truly. If I wait here, my friends are bound to show up. That's because that's just how it works.
All set, I take it?
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
It's the squad!
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryle. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Let's go break customs.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
And I mean really. Let's go break customs.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
I brought too much for your people, sorry. I have a stopping point in mind.
Now, where might this delivery be?
Our delivery might be breaking customs.
Oh.
Might be.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
The cat! Cat thief is still there. Alright, I think we fulfilled.
They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
I believe I fulfilled my end of the bargain.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. And a hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamud shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
I love the exchange here.
Make
Make me.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and
It's
Saraban.
bad.
We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
You're welcome.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of race and temple.
That's because I have the
'Twas
poor
passing
lords.
fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause. Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
What a nice
We did,
guy.
of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
Cheers. We've released Best Raid series.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture? When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
Did she become Shantota with the rhyming?
We also had the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
Gasp.
Amelians.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
Can I get a pay raise?
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
Fortuna's gonna die over here. Go team.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, then? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Erenville, you were involved too.
It's the best male
I received a letter
Vera.
from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless, undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Sid, you brought the team.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
Let's break
I admit to
customs.
some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflop fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allagan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the Gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat-Han not have more pressing concerns?
I mean, the final days are a problem.
Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chrisvelgre, however, responded
Who's
favorably
Asheva?
to the suggestion.
Who's the first one? Wait,
My
is that the one who's in the new one? Is that the one
gave
who's in
his assent.
Mercedia?
Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself in.
No, who's the first dragon? I'm sorry, I'm caught up on this part now. Breaking customs is nice, but who's that first dragon? Is Stava?
Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
14 for Final Fantasy 14, perhaps.
Think of how far we could go! What we could do with that much power! What we could blow up!
I like this guy's enthusiasm.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
I've done it. I fulfilled my end of the deal. He's still got that angry look down. Please go apologize to your kids. And then they'll forgive you. Well, forgiveness isn't a lie. I mean, I don't know if they really forgive him.
Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we
I
are
mean,
determined to
Alphino and I have
abandon
been on
none.
a crazy time.
We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
Big wall face.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your...
Like I said the first time around, he was doing it for them. He wanted to protect the kiddos and their future.
The great exodus would succeed. Must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisois openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool. Perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano, as we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea. I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels.
Something, something, depression, loss,
Ours is not a
pain.
kind life, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians.
And then the family was all good.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
You fucking suck and I hate you.
I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
To the very end, literally. Literally.
If we finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here after all.
I do. It's true. Everyone's looking at me. Cue the theme of the Warrior of Light, or the impromptu theme. The self-given theme, it's the one that plays the most during our fights. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Go team!
Your
Anyway,
assistance is
customs.
appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Customs. Gotta fill out all that paperwork. To the very end. Is this our recurring theme? Okay. Okay. Let's go speak with God. Let's go speak with Hydaelyn. That's really close on the level. Holy cow. That's really close. Okay, Fortuno, take me to see Hydaelyn. Oh, I was almost capped. Okay. Okay, good to know. I was at 81 when I started, and that is barely over the XP bar. Whew. I will never like Fortuno, by the way. It's the fact that he disowned the children in the first place. Do I know why he did it? Absolutely. Does that make it okay? No. That's okay. I just don't have a good relation with my family, and so I was kind of relating to him for a moment. Alas, not all of them have happy endings. Okay, let's go see Hydaelyn. It's the ship of the logo. Well, for the most part, anyway. So, alright, take me to Hydaelyn. Go team! and then I'll do the trial, and then I have a stopping point in mind for the day. Well then. Take me to Heidelin. Yovana! Now this is where I got capped on my first run. He's like, are you prepared? And if you're not 89, he blocks you right here. Okay, but I need to use the bathroom, so be right back.